How's it going, everyone? You've got Mark Huntley here with Split. I'm a senior solutions engineer, and I'm here to talk to you about the value of dynamic configurations. So I've only got one slide to show you before we actually go into the product and walk through the process of defining these configurations and seeing them work in real time. So to summarize what a configuration is, it's really just another way of adding context or attaching a variable to a feature flag treatment. This can be a single variable, or this could be a full list of variables. And you can do this two ways within Split. You can do it as a key value pair, very simply, so you can see what that object structure looks like, or you can just drop in your own JSON object with that key value, with those key values already mapped out. So it's a very simple process to actually set it up, and we'll do that together in the Split platform. But the real value of being able to set up a dynamic configuration is the ability, once again, to attach more context than just a single treatment to your feature flag. Right? So a lot of the times we have customers that want to be able to iterate and experiment on features that they're rolling out to their end users. And with dynamic configurations, you can attach more than just, hey, is this going to be on or off? You can say, hey, this is going to be on, but I want the text to be defined as such. And I want the color, and I want the look and the feel, and I want this button to be presented in this way. So a lot of the time, there are a lot of cases, use cases around a user experience and UI, UX. But then there's other customers that use Split and use dynamic configurations for more of backend purposes. So they might want to play around with the amount of items that are returned in an API response. So this could be a pagination use case. Or we have customers that have various algorithms that they're actually weighting against each other and comparing against each other. And the inputs and the weights of those algorithms would be the variables that would be defined through Split's dynamic configurations. Right? So the use cases are endless. You can really use this for anything. And the real value is the ability to make changes on the fly. And the people that make these changes can be technical or non-technical. It could be someone from marketing that's coming in and saying, okay, great. I know this experiment's launched, but I want to go ahead and make these changes to that feature that we just rolled out. But I don't want to wait for the next code deploy. I want to do this immediately. And they can. They just need to go into Split and make that change. And as long as your application is set up to be able to receive these values dynamically, then you can make those changes on the fly without needing engineering help and without bringing in additional resources. So this is extremely valuable when you start to use it at scale. So hopefully this sets the stage. I just wanted to give you a preview into what dynamic configurations consist of within Split, and I'll actually show you what this looks like in real time. So you should be able to see this tab on app.split.io. I've got a feature already ready to go for us called auto text. I'm in my production environment, and I've got two treatments set up. So I've got the on treatment and I've got the off treatment. On is going to represent the new feature that I'm rolling out, and off is going to consist of the baseline, the control experience. And you'll see right below these treatments, I have the ability of setting up configurations. And this is where that adding that context and adding those variables comes into play. So for the on treatment, I want the text of that feature to say, you've arrived to flagship 2022. And I want the speed of how that text is going to be presented and scrolling across the screen. I want it to be at a 4. And I want the body color to be teal, right? And that's going to be the test variation. That's what I'm going to compare against the baseline, which has its own set of dynamic configurations, right? So the text is welcome to flagship 2022. The speed is set to 1. The body color is going to be salmon. And that's how we can configure this. And to show you what this looks like in real time, I can actually go and scroll down just a bit more. I actually have this feature is live in the next tab to the right. And right now, I'm driving 100% of my traffic to the off treatment. So right now, what I should expect to see is I should see the text is welcome to flagship 22, the speed is 1, the body color is salmon, right? And if I scroll over, sure enough, that's what we're looking at, because Split is gating our traffic. It's telling my application to serve the off treatment, which includes these 3 variables, the text, the speed, and the body color. And my application has been configured to be able to receive these values dynamically. And just to show you what that looks like within code, I can just go over to my text editor, and you'll see there's a few things we can skip over. I don't want to go through the process of what's required to initialize Split, but you can see I've set it up. So I've got my client instantiated. And most importantly, I've got this split set function that's going to take that SDK client instance that's been created. This is our JavaScript SDK. And I call the get treatment with config method, which is going to give me that treatment, and it's going to give me the dynamic config associated with that treatment. And the only argument I need to pass is going to be the name of the feature that I'm evaluating. So in this case, auto text. And from there, I can go ahead and parse out those configurations. So this is going to be text, speed, and the body color. And that's what I'm getting here. And then I can parse out the treatment, which is just going to be, is it on or is it off? And then I can grab the speed and I can grab the body color of the document and I can grab the text, right? I can set all of these variables just by pointing them to the split SDK response, which is what we're seeing here with configs. And from there, I can go ahead and build out the rest of my application and render it to the end user, which is what we're seeing here. All right, so welcome to Flagship 2022. I'm seeing the control experience. And if I wanted to change that experience, all I would need to do is go into split and say, all right, let's go ahead and turn it on. Or I could do a 50-50 split and experiment on these two cohorts. So we have half of my traffic going to on and half of my traffic would be going to off. And that would be as simple as setting up a standard test, an A/B test. For the sake of demonstration, I'll just go ahead and turn it on, save these changes. This will show you a quick change summary to show you what's been edited. And I can go in and add some title and comments so the rest of the team knows what's going on. And I can go ahead and confirm those changes. And sure enough, if I go back, you can see I can go ahead and just quickly refresh the page and you'll see that we've got now our new text, speed, and body color. So now you've arrived to Flagship 2022. We've got that teal background color, and we're actually have a quicker cadence of that speed, the text scrolling across the screen. So extremely valuable, and to be able to set these up in this manner, once again, for non-technical folks to come in to split and make changes on the fly. All right, so I can go in and bump up that speed, or I can go in and change that text, and split will take care of the rest. We will go ahead and update the rollout plan, let the SDK know that there was a change to your configuration, and then the SDK will reinitialize and have all the most up-to-date information that you've set. So hopefully this was helpful. I wanted to kind of leave you with this and hope you enjoyed the session. We'll talk soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.